Hi, Steve.
Hi, Vesna.
I wanted to ask you today, what would your advice be to artists who spend a lot of time creating?
Okay, I, I mean, I consider myself in that bracket, really. In that the works I create take a while. So I guess there could mean two things. So it could mean people who just spend a lot of time doing, or people who take a long time over a piece of work. But I think probably the sort of thoughts on that are quite similar, really. Um, and I suppose the first thing I would say is don't let that make you fall out of love with art. It sounds like an obvious thing and an easy thing to say. And really what I'm getting at is it's back to process. Enjoy the process. If you're spending a long time creating something, it doesn't matter, actually. Um, I think that's a nice thing. It takes me a long time to finish a painting. I enjoy it. I enjoy the process. So reminding yourself to enjoy the process, I think, is probably the most important thing. Great to enjoy the outcome. That's in many ways another aspect of what we're about. But yeah, if you're spending a long time creating, enjoy the process. The other thing that I think is connected to that and quite important is back to that thing that we've talked about, where art is quite an isolated activity. So if you're spending a lot of time creating, you're spending a lot of time on your own. And some people are very happy to do that, but it's quite useful to sort of develop a network of artists, and social media provides a great platform for that. People that you can chat to, people that provide you with reassurance and support, and you can do the same for them, and just gives you that bit of interaction, so that we don't find ourselves without balance, without reassurance. Those sort of things are quite important, I think, when you spend any task, which is quite isolated. So that would be my kind of suggestion. I mean, some people may not want that, and that's absolutely fine. They find you find your own way through a particular sort of challenge. But for a lot of people, I know I talk to other artists on Instagram quite a lot. I really value it. They support me. I endeavour to provide support to them, exchange ideas, advice, and it's hugely valuable. I really value their input, and I know that they value the interaction as well. So I think that's an important thing, and something which these days is open to us, perhaps which wouldn't have been. You go back 20 years and it was just you and your studio and that was it, and you might meet other people at a preview evening for a gallery or something, but that would be largely it, unless you're a member of societies or clubs and things. So we're really lucky, I think, in this moment in time to have this sort of engagement opportunity. I mean, you and I have spoken about art quite often, and I think that's something to work on and exploit as a thing that's open to you. And you'll find people that you resonate with. You'll find people that become your friends. I have an artist friend. I'm in the UK. They're abroad. I speak to them probably once a week, and I've done that for a couple of years. And I've never met the person in real life, but I really value the way they paint. I value their view on art. I enjoy their company, and I would describe them as a good friend, even though we've never met. And I never thought that would happen, but it's true. And if I'm stuck with something, they're probably one of the first people I would go to and sort of say, what about this? And it's just a network and resource which is, I think, brilliant. So I really value it.
Yes, I completely agree with you, Steve. I think
Okay.
that it's so great that you have friends artists, because your family supports you, you know, they love you, they support you, but
Yeah.
there are some things in the process, in the
Well,
art
they're not
process,
artists.
yeah, that you need an artist to under, because he understands you, or she, the artist
Mm.
understands what you're going through. And I think it's really valuable, because one day one person, one artist is like so, and the other is
Yeah,
and the other
absolutely.
day, yeah, it's the reverse, you know. And it's really nice to also to remember, okay, I was that happy too, you know. It's just today, it's another day, and tomorrow it will be another. And yeah, it's really nice to have the support, and also the information. I get a lot of
Yeah.
information from artists on Instagram. I just asked yesterday one artist, as I'm going on 4 international fairs, three in September and one in November. And I just asked one artist, how are their sales, you know, in those fairs. So it's really nice to have. I didn't base anything on what she said, you know, anything, because I already signed the contracts with the galleries, and I I feel what the outcome might be for me. You know, it was just nice for somebody to tell you
Absolutely.
their experience
Yeah.
firsthand, and truly, you know, not the just. Wanted to look good, you know, just truly tell you
Well,
this art fair was like this for me, and this
yeah.
was like that
Well,
for me, you know, it's nice.
you make a good point, and my observation is that although in other sort of, if you think about it in other business spheres, you know, people, we'd all be in competition.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It's really not like that. Actually, my personal experience is that people are hugely supportive. It's quite a collegiate environment that we're in, and I think that's quite a precious thing.
Yes,
And I
it's
personally value
precious,
it hugely. It's great. It's really good.
and it's
Um,
good to experience it. So it's
yeah,
really good to
yeah,
have this opportunity.
yeah. And so the final point I would make to people in that position, you know, when they're busy and they're because they're producing lots of work, or they're just, you know, they take time to produce, you know, a single piece. But when you're busy and you're spending a lot of time creating, I also think that it's important just once in a while to raise your head and smell the roses, if you like. You know, stand back from the work, think about it, enjoy it, see how far you've come, engage with people. Just take that moment out. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just give yourself a moment out. Get back to it with, you know, renewed vigor.
Steve, thank you very much for your advice. I think it was great. And we are looking forward to see what our viewers, our friends uh, think about it. Which advice, tips do you have? Please write in the comments so we get enriched too. We learn something new.
Lovely. It's a pleasure, Vesna, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.